I'm going to try and focus this a little bit. There we go, that's a little better. Okay, so today, geometry, we are learning about the distance and midpoint formulas. We're going to be using these for, well, the rest of the year, actually. So, distance formula. When we have a coordinate plane, we can use the distance formula to find the distance between 2 points. This is extremely helpful if we are looking for the side of a triangle or just the length of any segment. So our distance formula is x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. That sum square rooted. All right, so you take the square root of that whole thing. And let me draw that so that you can tell that I'm squaring this and then square rooting their sum. So let's try this out and do a couple practice problems. Our first point is right here. We want to find the distance between the 2 points on the graph. We've got -2, -3 for our first point. And then this point is at -5, -3. Oh, +3. That's in the positive direction. So when I go to plug in my numbers here, I don't have another color on me, so I'm just going to double underline the x coordinates. I sometimes get things confused and mixed up. I have a little bit of dyslexia like that. So I try to use a different color or some sort of notation to help me remember which ones are the x's and the y's. So I'm going to do a square root here. My x2, I'm going to have this one be x2. So -2 is going to go here. And then -3 is going to go here for my y. And then I am going to do -2 minus -1, or x1, excuse me, minus x1. Well, x1 is -5. And then y1 would be a +3. So -3 minus a +3. And I want to square both of those. Remember, we want to change our minus and negative into a plus. I know you guys know that from algebra. So we've got -2 plus 5 squared. Then we add -3 minus 3. Or we could write this as -3 plus -3. So we've got -6 here. And we're going to square that one as well. This is really -2 plus 5 is really a +3. So we're going to square 3. We're going to add that to -6 squared. So 3 squared is really 9. -6 squared, well, -6 times -6 is a +36, which means 9 plus 36 is a square root of 45. Now we can reduce that. If you plug it into a calculator, then you're going to get approximately 6.7. Do not put equals 6.7, all right? It doesn't equal it, but it's approximately 6.7. So if I needed to round this to a decimal, which is sometimes what Big Ideas wants to do when you type in your answers online, sometimes it wants decimals. So if I needed to round it, I would round it to 6.7. But for the record, it's approximately, not exactly equal to, all right? Let's do number 2 down here. So find AB given that A is -4, 1, and B is 3, -1. So this is x1 and y1, x2 and y2. So I'm going to plug them into my distance formula. Square root x2, which is 3, minus x1, which is -4, squared, plus y2, which is -1, minus y1, which is 1, squared. So when we do this, we have 3 minus a negative, that's really plus, right? I'm just going to change that to a plus. So 3 plus 4 is 7 squared, plus -1 minus 1, which is -2 squared. So we have 49 plus -2 squared is +4. So we get the square root of 49 plus 4 is 53. All right, square root of 53. It will be approximately 7.3. All right, approximately equal to. The next video is going to talk about finding the midpoint formula.